Antiga Shipyard, which is a pretty easy map to do early expansions on. There's not a lot you have to really worry about early game, aside from like maybe 2 racks all in if you're playing against a Terran, which is a extremely deadly build either way. You want me to go ahead and introduce?
Yes, good sir. I would love it.
Spawning in our bottom left position of Antiga Shipyard is Baconator, a fellow Baconator of Europe. Actually, isn't he the first Baconator in Europe?
I'm not 100% sure right at the moment, but I'm sure we can look into the history books.
Right.
Make sure we
Bacon has their own history books.
Yeah.
Yes, like I said, spawning in the bottom right is BCNExRine, and spawning in our bottom left. I'm sorry, spawning in the bottom.
I was confuzzled for a moment.
Yep. Spawning in our bottom right position is our blue Terran, who won the last game due to a heavy Marauder count. I was gonna say BC and snAck.
You never know.
Never know.
A boy can only dream.
Looks like snAck's gonna go ahead and do his similar opening. He's gonna put that supply depot right behind, almost the exact same spot as last time, which is kind of creepy how similar that is. And he's probably gonna go ahead and get that fast barracks again. Gonna 1 racks expand, the same as last time. I don't think we're gonna see anything really different here, except maybe X-Marine is going to get maybe a bit faster expansion, just because he knew that snAck fast expanded last time, so he probably feels safe fast expanding. Maybe 1 gate expand.
Looks like we do see the gateway. I mean the racks going down. Now, yeah, this is always interesting when Terran decides to not put the supply depot at the ramp. What I've heard as a reason for this is that they're cheap. It's a cheap Terran who wants to save every possible time of mining possible, and they don't want to run that SCV all the way to the ramp. Now, this could really bite snAck in the butt. If BCNExRine decides to 4-gate, snAck may not be able to go ahead and wall off his ramp, get a bunker behind it to go ahead and counteract such a powerful all-in.
Right, 4-gate is a very, very extremely powerful, and I think the reason snAck, I think the reason a lot of Terrans do this against Protoss especially is because it's really easy to 1 racks expand against Protoss unless they're 4-gating, which is like the one out that Protoss has to cancel this and pretty much win the game is a 4-gate. But you can do this and you can put down your expansion and get a bunker out fast enough to where like any really early stalker pressure can be pretty much obsolete. So that's the reason you go really fast, and you don't really need the main ramp if you already have a bunker out, because if your bunker falls and you use your expansion, it's almost pretty much GG, because the Protoss is going to put down his expansion and get a huge economy lead, which is inevitably probably going to win the game for him.
Yeah, such a huge advantage for any race to take. They can go ahead and solidify their expansion and at the same time delay your own from going. It's always especially in any race against Zerg. If Zerg can go ahead and take out one of your expansions, it puts you really far behind, and it's very difficult to go ahead and make the judgment call that am I all right? Can I keep on macroing up, or is this just too much damage that I'm taking from this game? As if you're going to go ahead and scout, not seeing any, not actually might have an eye on the Chrono Boost. I'm pretty sure BCNExRine isn't going to 4-gate, but we are going to see, as I say that, the 3 additional gateways go down, as we did, instead of seeing a Zealot first, we did see the Stalker, and generally you do see a Zealot Stalker, so I do think X-Rine is trying to do this sneakily, as we did see those gateways go down exactly when that SCV got pew-pewed away, and this bunker is already up. However, these units could just go ahead and walk by them. I do think X-Rine could definitely take this game from this position.
I definitely think this 4-gate is going to be a very strong attack, and the curse of being interrupted, like, not like what I meant by that is like in the middle of a sentence. Oh, I think he's gonna do. Oh, he's putting
clearly he has extremely fast internet speed. So much it actually counteracts the delay. It's quite amazing. Quite amazing.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm sorry.
It's like high technology.
Seems like a good idea. That proxy pylon is gonna go down in the middle of the map. Nice position. The only problem with this is okay. You can't. If that pylon is the only thing there, you can't warp in outside of the steam. You have to warp in inside of it, and it's really hard to get your units to actually warp in inside of that really confined space.
Yeah, it looks like snAck sees this aggression coming. Did go ahead and queue up that bunker. Do we have the SCVs coming off the line? It looks like this bunker is going to go ahead and get pew down. These zealots extremely cost effective for the damage that they can take.
Oh, this is going to do a lot of damage. This push is going to get held off, but all of these SCVs are going to lose some mining time. I don't believe 2 workers lost in that engagement, which is not that big of a deal, but he did not put any of these SCVs back to work. I think he's still afraid that we're gonna see, in this, are they gonna be able to get in and get repaired in time? Looks like it.
Oh.
Very, very nice save, but like I said, a lot of mining time lost. You can just look at the minerals at the moment and just see how far ahead Protoss is. The only problem is I believe the worker count, the worker count is obviously higher for Terran because he did not, try to do an all-in kind of thing. And snAck looks like he's gonna go back. This second bunker is down. I don't think this is gonna do too much.
These two bunkers down. That's just gonna be the wall of China right here, keeping the opposing faction out of his region. And I do think this is gonna be more than enough. I wonder if it's right to say, because the magical number for spine crawlers to defend a 4-gate is around 3. I wonder if you could equate 2 bunkers as 3 spine crawlers.
Well, we'll try some math here. Spine crawlers attack at about...
Rod's collab. What's going on, man?
Hang on, I got this. I'm gonna pull up the help menu.
Alright, get that calculator out.
Get that calculator.
xRine really did go ahead and expand behind it. His expansion is already halfway done, whereas his opponent is going to go ahead, already has expansion down, getting the 2 extra racks down, and right now I think snAck is in a very powerful position. But BCNExRine actually, I really think did go ahead and step outside away from the 4-gate in a reasonable manner, in a reasonable amount of time. He put the aggression on, he saw that he couldn't do it, and he switched out of it instead of continuing to kind of bump your head against a wall and just trying to make it happen. He went ahead and just took his losses like a man, walked back home, and now he's going to go ahead and chrono boost those probes as hard as he can.
2 bunkers filled with 3 Marines is about 3.5 spine crawlers, I would say.
Indeed.
That's probably like the hugest estimate of my entire life and the biggest guess, but I'm pretty sure that's right.
That's interesting. So you're comparing the damage, right?
Well, no, because I had to figure out because the DPS no stim involved, by the way. The DPS of spine crawler, it attacks every 1.85 seconds, and it does 25 damage to bio, or 25 damage to units, and then 25 damage to armored units, or 30 damage to armored units. So if a 4-gate, I don't know.
Well, I thought the question was spine crawlers to bunkers, not bunkers to 4-gate.
I was saying, if you put down 2 bunkers and filled them with Marines, it'd be about the same as if you were playing a Zerg and you put down 3.5 spine crawlers if possible. I think. I don't know. Like I said, it was a spitball. Anyway, nice little triple M force is gonna move out for snAck here. Looks like Ex-Marine's in a really bad position. These force fields are gonna be a really, really clutch moment, and looks like the same as last time. He's not gonna really do any tech switch anytime soon, but that's probably just because the kind of a 4-gate failed, and he really needs to macro up right now because Terran is really, really far ahead.
Yeah, we're seeing extra gateways. 2 more gateways going to go ahead and be plopped on for Ex-Marine, or BCNExRine. I'm going to have to call him X-Rine from now on. And we are seeing a round of Zealots, 2 sentries, really the minimum if you are going to go ahead and try and defend and attack. But will these medevacs do the classic on this map? It's so classic to go ahead and load up 1 medevac at least, walk into the main as you are putting on some aggression. And it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. And considering X-Rine went for the 4-gate, his gateway count is going to be go ahead and be cut down extra more.
This is one of the most annoying things that happen with you, no matter what race you're playing, is whenever you get elevated.
Yeah.
And you just kind of it's a brutal feeling. Just you can't really defend anything because you don't know what to defend. But
it's really tough.
X-Marine, yeah, exactly. X-Marine's doing a very, very good job of kind of splitting up his army. Wait, did he lift up? Oh, one of the medevacs is going to go down. It's actually going to be a really, really huge loss. These Marauders are going to move up. Zealots are going to engage. A nice little force field, not really doing too much damage.
Very nice play by snAck. Did go ahead and lift up a few more units to go ahead and move behind the force fields. And is this one medevac going to go ahead and put enough healing power? looks like BCNExRine is going to be able to clean this up. More rallied units right in the middle of the map as another medevac is going to go ahead and put some hurt on these poor little probes. What a bunch of innocent little cutie pies just getting pew-pewed. All they did today was go to work.
Yeah, it's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
It's a gosh darn shame.
Gosh darn shame.
It'll make no goddamn sense. I think snAck is feeling really powerful right now.
Wow. The worker count is exactly the same, 6 workers killed for each player. Looks like Protoss is gonna tech into Colossi. I don't really find that suitable because he already does have a reactor starport. Like in Triple M, you're probably gonna have a reactor starport. So really, honestly, like once he scouts the Robo Bay, it's honestly gonna be just like. He's gonna build like six Vikings, maybe. I don't know the real count. Probably about 6, yeah. He's gonna build about 6 Vikings, and Colossus are almost gonna be useless, I would say.
Yeah, it's nearly impossible. Oh no, here we go. A big engagement. The rocks are officially down. No sentries to hold these units in place, but we did see snAck before. Went ahead and just lifted him off, really just countering any force fields that XRine would want to put down. And really, XRine is just left with really just gateway units, and I think snAck has his tier 3 units out. He has the upgrades on the way. He has the medevacs to support Marine Marauder, and that's really like the metagame shenanigans of Terran. That's their late game composition.
Alright, the late game composition is pretty much the same as mid game composition.
Yeah,
almost.
right. Except perhaps with
Ghost.
And also upgrades, getting those 3-3 upgrades.
Right. Upgrades are a very, very key thing, especially if Terran wants to really shift in the late game, because there's just a point whenever you're playing against a Protoss where they get too many units, and you just kind of can't really do much about it.
Yeah.
There's just too many. Like Terran's time to shine is really late game, mid game, which is like that beautiful timing where Terran can have a nice force out and just come up pretty much do a lot of damage to Protoss. And the key thing about the mid game is like you have to do a lot of damage mid game if you want to make it into late game as Terran. And I think snAck did a pretty good job. He went up and took off the Robo, took out a couple pylons, killed a couple probes.
Such painful micro to see from good old Terran. He knows he's ahead. He knows he can do it. Just literally giving all these stalkers a big warm hug before he bids them good day.
Yeah,
gosh.